Yeah, you know what time it is. Anytime you see the lady singing and a slow beat bringing, it's Big Vern in the booth doing his thinging. Ha ha! We had a great show lined up for you today. Sunday recap. We talked about the Seahawks. They beat the shit out of the 49ers in prime time. Just embarrassed the Frisco boys and made that thing look extremely easy. The Broncos, they get revenge on the Bills and punch their ticket to the AFC Championship game because everything right now goes through Mile High. Then we pivoted to the world of college basketball. Louisville beat the dog shit out of Pittsburgh on their own floor. And there's no excuse for that whatsoever. I don't even know where you go from there with that. Then we talked some more basketball, but in the SEC, Kentucky, they upset Tennessee on their own floor. Congratulations to Mark Pope, coach under fire. He got a signature win on his resume. Congratulations to him. Then we talked about another upset in the SEC. Georgia was able to blow out Arkansas, and that was, like I said, that was shameful of Arkansas to pull that. And now we're going to go to the Big 12, and we'll talk about Coach McCasland and Texas Tech, how they upset BYU. It was a great game, but we'll get into all of that when we come back from our rap break. It's your boy, Big Vern. Give me a beat. What up? It's your boy, Big Vern, coming to you live from the Astuca Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. Papoose, Bars on Wheels, A Journey to Save Hip Hop. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track are all of them. I repeat, 6 bangers, all 6 of them go. No need to skip anything. Let them play. Bar play, witticism, double entendres. My goodness. Need for Speed, Big 3. I said what I said. Come on, man. Chill button. Fentanyl is deep. Fentanyl is real deep. That's like Tupac, me and my girlfriend level deep. Then Counting Green. I'll be honest with you, bro. That's probably one of the ones I'm just like, I listened to it, but I had to force myself not to like it. That's how good it is. Straight up. Yo, Papoose, Bars on Wheels, A Journey to Save Hip Hop. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Pap, show him some love, still doing his thing. I enjoyed the project. What did they say? It was a journey to save hip hop. So yeah, so that was dope. Man, we got some new rap coming out. Can't wait. However, gonna go ahead and talk about an upset in the Big 12. Now, the Big 12 is ridiculously deep. That is a crazy basketball conference that I feel like doesn't get enough love, mainly because some of the games are in certain time zones, but Arizona's out there, Kansas is out there, and Kansas isn't even really out there doing their thing. Houston's out there. The boys in Oklahoma playing hard. Texas Tech and Coach McCasland. I mean, right now, if I'm going to go ahead and say 6 or 7 teams get into the March Madness from Texas, from the Big 12, yes, all day long. It's just that thick. But nevertheless, BYU, which ain't a slum, they in the Big 12, ranked 11, and have a perennial powerhouse guy getting ready to come out and be the number 1 draft pick. They would actually go and face heads up. They would go to, like I said, they would face Texas Tech heads up. And now this would be on Texas Tech home floor, but they got dominated in every statistical category. You're not going to beat the Red Raiders when they're shooting 45% from the field. They're shooting 37% from downtown, 82% from the free throw line. They're out rebounding you. They want it more. They hustle more. They get up and down. They look for each other. They're sharing the rock 13 times, dishing it all around the perimeter. I mean, they limited turnovers. And when you go to face the good teams, you can have a couple of turnovers, but when you're facing a great team, there is a very small margin of error. There's a very small margin of error, so you can't have many mistakes, but they had so many mistakes. BYU ball security. Come on, man. You had 12 turnovers in that game. That's unheard of. But again, if you're going to be nitpicky about a win, there's no way in the world BYU should be scoring 40 points in the paint. What happened to the rim protectors? What happened to the rim runners? And then when you see the reason why guys give up so many points in the paint, especially when it comes to Texas Tech, because they don't have a center. They still run this 3-guard alignment, and it works for them. But when you run a 3-guard set with 2 forwards, you don't have a rim protector. You don't have someone who's going to deter people from making shots. What you're dependent on is guys, the athleticism and how big these guys are and linky, that they can clog passing lanes and make it difficult and bother shots. Okay, but what if that doesn't work? That's what I'm sitting there saying. So again, you're either going to be perimeter dominant or you're going to be rim protector dominant and slow the ball down. Now, to the credit, that's the way Big 12 basketball works. Big 12 basketball is very physical. They slow you down at the rim and they choke out the game in the mid post. That's why some of those games don't get above 60 and 65 points. But back to this game, if you're looking at it to where you're saying, wow, Texas Tech came up huge in this game, Christian Anderson had himself a game, 22 points, 4 boards, 7 dishes. He was out there cooking. And then you had riding shotgun with him, LaJuan Watts. That young man was balling his ass off. He had 20 points, 8 boards, and 2 dishes, and double land by Mr. JT Toppin himself. That guy, 27 points, 12 boards, and no dishes. Yeah, he wasn't sharing the dishes. He was cooking and he was making. And shout out to them. Shout out to them for beating a conference foe in BYU. Now, trust me, BYU is no schlub. They're going to want to get their lick back. They had an off night. You can't judge a team because they lost one game. They lost to a conference opponent. The familiarity of we know these guys. We play these guys twice. Do I think in the tournament these people will lose to somebody like North Anchorage? No, I don't. There's no way. The basketball pedigree of the Big 12 is too good for that. But this was a really good game. This was a really good game. And if you're a basketball fan, this was a treat. However, somebody's got to lose. And it was BYU. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.